What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tablestory, Spark of Eternity, also known as Sparkly Turnip. How's it going?
Sparkly Turnip!
How's it going? Welcome to the Streamity Stram. How's it going today, everybody? How's everybody feeling? You guys excited for some D&D?
Stoked.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, actually.
It's been ages. I got the hunger. The D&D.
Hunger
Got
for
that
the
thirst.
I got a cape.
Awesome.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Scarf anymore.
I feel like that's a given that Randy has a cape.
I
You know?
just got it.
Yeah. To
No.
replace my other one.
Okay, first of all, this is the first of many that will come. So, jot that down. Second of all, it's my cleric cloak, okay? So
Second of all, go fuck yourself.
I respect it.
listen, it goes with the whole thing, and it was part of my Halloween costume, so I figured I was like, two birds.
Two birds.
Two birds.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. If you guys haven't seen this show before, this is a D&D 5th edition homebrew campaign that we run here. Sort of fantasy, and we've got an interesting kind of setup for this show. The players are located in a village known as Foxden, part of a guild known as the Iron Foxes. And the village is being rebuilt. The village is being rebuilt slowly but surely, and there's a lot of things to worry about as Foxden gets rebuilt, and they get more immigrants coming in from all around the place, the realm that they're in, known as Falern, and possibly some other places as well. And it's an interesting thing because it's not something I've ever done before with D&D. It's a thing where the players actually get to build up the village, and they have professions. They each have a profession that they're using for downtime as to help them make money and to help the village out in general. And it's a new kind of experiment for me with this. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you've never seen the show before, it's still a good time to join us. We're only this is our 5th episode in here, and it's still early on. We're still learning about the characters. We're still kind of developing their personalities and whatnot. So why don't we go around the room? Let's introduce our wonderful players and their characters real quick. Katie, if you'd be so kind to start us off, please.
I would. Hey there, folks. My name's Classy Katie. You can find me over at twitch.tv/ClassyKatie, but on Sundays, I stream here at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I play Preta, the super neurotic tiefling that is afraid of fire, here, which is super cool.
And Preta is she's obviously human. Definitely human. Didn't I say tiefling? The neurotic tiefling? Tiefling. Yeah, she's got the whole horns and everything going on there. We've got maximum effort applied to this show. We've got people that are cosplaying, even though Mac gave up because
I need to get better paint. Like, I swear to God, the
That
paint
didn't look like it was good for your face.
No.
It's like, I was like, I can do this, and I'm blue, and I'm like, no.
Mac,
no.
there
It looked like that scene in Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
Well, you know what I think was, Mac? I think it was the fact that you didn't wear like a lipstick or something with it. There was like a little bit of a racist thing that was kind of going on there.
Vanished because of the freaking.
Yeah,
I had it. It came off, and my teeth were so white. Maybe I should just add some like black to my teeth.
It was terrifying.
I tried so hard.
Mac, why don't you introduce yourself and your character, please?
Hi, I'm Aquinas. I try. That's my motto, but doesn't come very far. I'm playing Ophelia, and she is a tiefling sorcerer. She's as a child. She's very young. She knows not that much about this scary world, but at least I try. I try. Like, I really tried so hard, and then it was just like disappointment all around. That's just, yeah. But I want to see if I can find some better paint one day. It's just cost money.
It'll happen. Chat.
Snazaroo.
Chat. This is your mission now. We need some sort of blue paint for Mac. Chat.
Well, the thing is, I think it should be like more like grayish rather than blue, because like I used gray, but it was so
not
hard.
Smurf. We want something that's a mix between a gray and a blue, or some
Kinda like
kind of
a hot
advice.
And I want him to get better horns.
I ain't getting any heals today.
You know what? Just keep them coming. I'm keeping a rallied tab of like how many hot blues.
First up against the wall.
Yeah. Just keep them coming. Don't worry. You'll be fine.
Totally, completely fine. Yes, thank you, Mac. And Vandy. Hi, welcome back.
Hi. I'm back into a new space, which is cluttered as shit. So we're working on it. But hi, I'm Vandy. I play Lucky, the human cleric, who, yes, has a tiefling twin brother. And I might not heal anyone today. I might just go aggro cleric. You know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. We'll have to see how much hot blue there is.
Thank you very much. Peachy.
Hey guys, I'm muted. But you can call me Peachy. You can find me on twitch.tv/PeachyPixelate. And if you allow your milk to touch the tea bag, you're making tea incorrectly.
Life lessons with Peachy Pixelate.
I would be playing Mason today, who is thick and a human. Definitely a human. 100% human. Amen. Hello, human men's. Hello. Hi. With a hit. I got nothing amusing to say. It's a Sunday. Don't expect me to be funny. Only on every day I stream. I mean, I'm over 20 then. Okay. Moving on quickly.
Here, what I'll do, Peachy, is we'll just add the green chroma key to really freak everybody out.
Oh my god, the top. Oh, terrifying.
It's horrible.
It's amazing. You can see the pink bits.
There we go. Wow, horrible. Okay, let's leave him like normal. Zagonicus.
Hey there, everybody, and welcome to ASMR Character Intros with Scoticus. I'll be playing Locke today. He's a tiefling warlock. And, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you, Zagonicus. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure always hearing from you, Zagonicus.
Thank you. Yeah, it's much appreciated.
We're sponsored today by Sweaty Wieners.
My favorite.
I just gagged.
You can smell them from across the room.
You know, I thought I missed Sundays.
I'm Wacksteven, and I am your DM of Doom. I'll be dragging these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today, and I hope everybody enjoys it. If you guys would like to make sure that you follow all these wonderful people, that would be awesome. Follows are free, and these people totally deserve it. Go make sure you give them a follow if you have not done so already. Make sure you follow this channel so you can check out all the awesome shows and things that we've got here. And if you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is to head on over to the Patreon, which has recently hit its first goal of $1,000, where we will be inviting guest DMs on. If you guys missed it, Pumpkinberry had a little 3-part series that she did to kind of be our guinea pig for that, called Stygian Gate. It was an awesome horror show that she did on Saturdays, and it blew up like pretty big. PB put an insane amount of work into it. She made a friggin' website and everything for it. It was crazy, and there were all kinds of puzzles and things that she put on there for people. I don't know how she does it. She's a robot. She's a robot, definitely, 100%. Can't confirm.
This is why she's always preaching about the rights of robots. It's because she is one.
Definitely.
Yeah, but now all the guest DMs afterwards are going to be like, need to do a fucking website? What? Come on, TV. Fucking set the bar a bit lower.
Yeah, she crushed. We recently hit our first goal on there, and it's one of the best ways you can support Tablestory if you want to do that. But why don't we hop into the game here? Let's hop into our game here. Last session, the characters were hunting some hobgoblins. They went out to find Ophelia, who had gone herb picking and had gotten into a bit of trouble as she was snatched by some hobgoblins and some goblins who had set up a small camp in the hazy forest near Foxden. And she blasted her way out as loudly and violently as possible, and caught herself up in the explosion as she burst forth from a cage, and the group came in to sort of rescue her. It was intense. A lot of damage was thrown around. The characters might have almost CPK'd. It was pretty close. And a lot of healing was thrown around by a very reluctant Lucky, their group cleric. But they managed to defeat the hobgoblins and make their way back to Foxden to report on their findings, along with a bag of frozen hobgoblin ears that Locke was kind enough to supply. Yeah,
Gross.
yeah, he went around.
Damn ears.
He went around and made himself some hobgoblin chips.
That's my boy.
Yeah, he went around, sliced off all their ears.
Really?
He invited us to join.
And nobody knew why. Nobody knew why.
What might happening?
We went back to Dan and we were like, oh, we killed the hobgoblins. He's like, oh, great, awesome. And he's like, I got ears. Right. Okay.
Yeah, so they brought the ears to their guildmaster Dedan, and to show the problems and things, and what had happened. They also reported back to the master herbalist in town, Ivis, and they let her know that Ophelia was safe and well after a harrowing trip, and Mason inquired about a house. So, Mason, the price that you got for the houses in town from Shin, the I guess the village chamberlain, was there's basically 3 different prices right now for housing. For a lot of the houses that you see in town, the sort of smaller ones with thatched roofs and whatnot, runs 1,000 gold pieces. This does not include taxes that you have to pay. For a larger house, like the next step up, it's 5,000 gold pieces. And for something about the size of a mansion, it's about 25,000 gold pieces. Now, you can also have the house work. This is like the base house. If you want to get a house, you can. They're pretty small. I mean, think of them like studio apartments, like the ones the first house. There's families that still live in that. It's essentially like a wood burning stove that they get, and beds and such. Like that's all. It's like a one room kind of thing.
Would there be room for 4 adults and a child to sleep in one of the smaller ones?
Extremely uncomfortably. There's actually mechanics in in the Dungeon Master Guide for like different levels of comfort. Basically, you can live like that. It's just not comfortable, and you take some penalties and stuff like that. Like you can get some exhaustion and things like bad sleep and that kind of thing. Yep.
Which we're currently not getting in the where we sleep at the moment.
Yeah, you guys are fine right now. I mean, you're members of the guild. You have a right to sort of sleep in the longhouse if you want to. It's just there's no privacy, really. It's just a big long house, and you know your beds are all kind of like lined up next to each other, there's no real privacy. It's just a big open long house. It's warm. There's room for people, but you don't have your own like privacy.
I think we should buy a house.
Am I with them at this point? I don't know where I am.
Yeah, so everybody had gone to Dedan and spoken with Shin, the village chamberlain, who was having a conversation with Dedan when you guys arrived last session. But yeah, the group sort of went together. I think. I don't think anybody was staying behind, if I remember right.
Okay.
Is a house expensive? I don't think I can like live by myself in a house.
What was the second size? The price 5,000.
Yeah.
5,000.
5,000 is cheap.
I mean, I don't have.
Do you understand how money works, Mason?
Well, how many seashells can you buy for 5,000 gold?
Seashells?
I-
Why seashells?
Why would you buy a seashell?
Because they look pretty.
Why didn't you just like pick one up off the beach?
Well, I could, but it
Well,
depends how much 5,000 gold is worth.
Do you have a pouch with gold in it?
Yes.
Do you mind if I have a look?
Okay. I just throw my pouch. Yeah.
I open it up and have a look in, just a rough estimation of how much is in there.
Rough estimate over 200 gold.
You'd need lots of these.
How many lots?
More than 20?
20. Right. Okay. Give me yours.
No.
Okay.
I
But
don't think
we
Russia.
okay right now? I mean, we have a house. We live at the guild. I mean,
Yes, but everyone lived there.
Yes, I wouldn't mind privacy, but
well, I don't have money for privacy, and
Yes,
I
we
don't
can
mind
afford
so
it,
much
privacy.
living with
We'll go get some money.
Can we take out a loan?
I'd rather not.
Hello?
I'm actually curious, how much did my herbs sell for? Because I think we never did that.
So, yeah, your herbs.
5,000 gold.
1 million.
I had a clear sap, a drooping pink roots, a moon silk grass, and a dew splattered daisy.
Yeah, hang on.
I've got some rancid dirt. If you're looking to sell some high-priced items.
Here's where Mason introduces them to the literal loan shark. That's a good one.
Okay, so your herbs.
Herbs.
Let's see here. I've got so many freaking documents open right now. It's staggering.
But if you get a loan, don't you have to give them something just in case you cannot pay?
Depends on who you're getting a loan from. Sometimes,
We
sometimes
could just live in the woods.
But there's no roof.
With that.
We could make a roof. You know what houses are made out of, right? I mean, wait, Mason, don't answer that. It's fine. Wood? We could cut some wood and make a wood house.
Wood.
Out of
Yeah,
wood.
houses are made of wood.
Yeah.
Yep. I know this.
Can't we just stay in the longhouse?
I think we should stay in the longhouse for now.
I think we should stay in the longhouse for now.
I mean, we obviously don't have the funds.
Exactly.
We go get funds, and then we buy privacy.
Well, if you want to save your money to buy somewhere, then just make sure you do that.
No, we just take it from bad guys.
We can have
How
a
much money
housewarming
did you
party.
take from the other bad guys?
I did not take any money.
Well, then why do you say take money from bad guys, but you don't take money from bad guys?
I
mean,
did
that's
not know I
how-
needed this money for a house.
Oh, so you didn't take
Each of
money?
you can give me a history check except for Locke. Okay. Yeah, so I would say that Ophelia, you're remembering that Locke definitely went around and collected weapons and searched the hobgoblins after the fight, and he didn't tell you guys anything.
But I remember that he did that, right?
Yeah, you remember. Yep. You guys are having this conversation, and then you're like, wait a minute.
Look, didn't you get like a lot of stuff from those guys earlier? Like, I remember you carrying all these big weapons, and I don't know, but I remember that weapons can be sold for money. And if we do want to have a house, well, maybe we should, like, sell that and buy
The-
money.
The weapons I picked up were for Lucky. They're scrap that she can use for practicing her smithing.
And what about
Thank
the
you,
others?
brother.
Oh, the bows were just... If you want a bow, you can have a bow. I just thought maybe...
Can't we
If you
sell
would
them
want
for
spares.
money?
It's a piece of wood. I don't know how much it would sell for.
All we got to do is find the bad guys with the money.
I did find some gold and silver and copper on them, but it wasn't much.
What is much?
Why don't we just work
Just a
for
handful.
money?
Well, I got some herbs, but I don't know. I was gonna sell them, but I haven't had the chance yet. So,
What
Maybe-
time
I
is
only
it
got
now?
the 7 gold for the pig. That will take a long time, yes?
Yes,
Black,
you'll need...
what time of day is it?
You guys, it was the following morning, so you guys have gotten a full rest. And I didn't want to pick your spells or anything for this day, so I didn't pick your spells, Lucky. But yeah, it was the following day, so you guys had gotten a full rest.
Okay.
do you need me to link me the herbs again, or you
I'm
got
putting a list together for you right now, Mac.
them?
I'm just gonna look over at Locke and just kind of be like, well, I might just go work. If we need money and we really want to buy a house, I'm just gonna go and help out.
I'm not too worried about getting a house right away. To be honest.
Why do we need a house? We don't have anything to put in it.
Me? Yeah, I put me in house.
I mean,
Mason, do you know what a house is?
Yes. And I know what house is. It's made of wood.
why do you want a
Good
house?
job.
Is there something wrong with the longhouse?
Well, everyone is there, yeah?
That is a bit of an issue.
Sometimes you want not people to be there.
But if you get a house, you'll be sharing it with us.
And then you still.
But with rooms, different, we have rooms.
So your problem is privacy.
Just a little privacy. I have no problem sleeping, but now and again you need a long time.
Do you have a lot of lady friends or
Lady
guy
friends?
friends? I don't know what
You
your
are lady?
deal is.
We are
What are
friends.
lady
Pretty
friends?
lady friend.
No, not like that. Okay, well that could also be the other end of it.
She means intimate friends.
Are we intimate friends?
No,
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 we're
honey, you're-
Absolutely not.
no.
There-
But
Definitely not.
why not? What is different about intimate friends?
Well,
I'm not explaining it to her.
I walk away. Like, I'm going up. Nope, I'm leaving.
I know, but I am also
follow
not
Lucky.
explain.
So you guys have had,
But I wanted
right.
to
You guys are right in front of Dedan and Shin while you're having this kind of group conversation. They're just kind of looking at each other. Isn't this a conversation that you should be having on your own time?
Yes, give us job. We go to job and have conversation.
I just want to work, sir.
Well, go
Please.
do what you need to do. I don't have anything for you right now. I was speaking
Is it no
with
bad guys?
I was speaking with Urfi and I was speaking with Shin.
Oh, well, please let the Baron know that we stopped by and dropped off our gift for him.
Will do.
And I'll see you later, Dedan.
Okay.
I just hit Luck on the arm. Not him.
Just something about him.
Not him, Luck.
What's
Okay.
wrong with him?
Well, what's wrong with Luck?
No, he said there's something with that guy. Is there something wrong with him? Should we worry about him? Should we kill him? It's
No,
fine.
he just gives off.
No, we should
Dedan is the
kill him
guild
either.
master as well. Like,
He has a certain energy, if you know what I mean.
gonna eat him.
there have been whispers going around that Dedan and Urfi actually fought a void dragon. Yeah, and survived.
No way.
If you don't find that impressive, then
I mean, if you believe that kind of stuff.
it does sound a little fantastic, doesn't it?
I've never seen a void dragon, but they sound scary.
I'd never even heard of one.
But
I know this void. I do not
I
know
do-
this dragon.
why do you not want to explain to me why we're not intimate friends? I mean, I thought we were pretty close, and
We're close friends, but we're not intimate friends. There's a little bit of a difference.
what is the difference?
Ophelia,
About
do you have a
thumb's
mommy or
worth.
daddy?
Yeah, I have a mommy and daddy, and I mean, I don't know where they are right now, but I have a mommy and daddy, and I love them very much.
Okay. Well, that's a good start. So, when mommy and daddy love each other very much, they become intimate friends.
So, I love mommy and daddy very much.
No, not like that. No, it's usually between adults.
Oh.
Did your parents ever tell you about?
So you love your
They-
brother, right? Are you then intimate friends with your brother?
Absolutely not.
Excuse me?
You are adults, right? I mean, right? Right?
So, there are rules to being intimate friends, Ophelia.
Yeah, you can't be family, and you can't be intimate friends with a child.
Yeah.
Oh. So not adult, not children, and can't be in the same family. But then I don't understand. Mommy and daddy are a family because they're my family.
I think I understand. Ophelia, if you have a boyfriend,
A boyfriend?
She's too young for a boyfriend.
How old is Ophelia?
15.
I mean, at her age,
And you're okay. Locke, you are a significant anomaly to these rules, okay?
that's fair.
she should
Ophelia!
have a boyfriend. if she's
Ophelia!
15, no?
You ever go walking in the woods collecting herbs?
Yeah, all the time.
You ever see a couple squirrels stuck together?
Giving each other a special hug.
That's kind of what we mean by intimacy, but with humans it's less stuck, and there's a lot more betrayal and sadness involved. But
so,
it's like the squirrels.
but so it's not yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. You got this.
So it's sad. I don't understand. I think I'll just better not.
It's okay, we don't
Okay,
really
well, it is sorted.
either, clearly.
Fucking squirrels. Literally.
Ophelia, I wouldn't worry too much about intimate friends right now. You're what, like 12.
Well, I'm actually 15.
Okay, well, when you see a boy or a girl or whatever kind of person that you like and that you want to, I don't know, maybe kiss.
Wait,
Then you
girls can have intimate with girls?
You'd bet your damn ass they can, son.
Well, how do you fertilize the eggs?
Excuse me.
Ugh.
It makes no sense.
This has been the most difficult conversation I've ever had in my life.
I mean, I never kissed
Mason,
anyone.
what do you define intimacy as?
Make
Are there squirrels?
make the babies.
Is it wet?
Does
Not a squirrel.
What do you mean? Oh, God, Ophelia, you shouldn't have to know that yet, okay?
there's different flavors of intimacy, I guess you could say, Mason. If you're looking to expand your palate, I could.
But how do two girls make baby?
Oh, they don't. They just have fun.
Then what is point?
Are you busy?
Not really, no.
All right, I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Actually, not sure how that would work with Mason.
How what would work?
He's a human. Walk. It would work just like anything else.
Sure. Okay, can we talk about this, Mason?
Okay.
Are you sure? Do you know what I'm asking if we can talk about?
Yes.
So I assume you guys are walking back to
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the longhouse. Okay.
Do
It's still like sleeting, like out. It's kind of shitty.
you remember when your hat fell off?
Vaguely?
I still don't know about this, right?
No.
Yeah, I'm just okay. Just
Can we talk about that?
Mason never
Oh.
takes his hat off. What are you talking about?
Yes, we must go now. And I grab
Mason
Locke.
Mason has tied a rope around his head, around his hat. Yeah.
It's kind of weird how he just always wears that hat.
It's a family heirloom. Locke with me.
Okay. I might be a little while depending on how this works out.
Please spare me the details.
So there's sadness in their intimate friends now.
Okay, we're done with this conversation. I'm going to go work.
Like the squirrels, I think. It's
Yeah, okay, you can continue. I'm gonna go and see what other work I can do to help out. So, enjoy that conversation. I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay. Let's pull up a map here of Foxden. Okay, so Locke and Mason, on the way back to the Guild Longhouse, which is number 13 on the map there. You're heading from the keep. You guys kind of go off divergent paths, I guess. Lucky, are you going back to the keep where the magical forge is?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn right back around and just walk back up there.
Okay. But yeah, Mason and Locke, you guys kind of walk off from the group a little bit.
Yeah, I want to be far away from people.
Okay.
Okay, you talk about hate. What do you know?
Well, you were stood in front of me, and you were different.
Yeah, swamp gas?
I don't think you have to be so secretive about it.
So you know.
Well, you're kind of hard to miss.
Stupid hate. Look, people, they not like that mason. People like this mason. They do not chase this mason with fire and pitchforks and screaming and arrows.
Mason, look at me.
Yes.
I make my eyes glow bright and then turn completely black. And then back to normal. I have the blood of something. My sister's a human, as you can see, and I'm very different. As are Ophelia and Preta.
But no one chased them with forks and fire.
Our kind do run into those kinds of issues sometimes, but I don't think you have to worry about it here.
Every single person I ran into without magic hat was that person.
Well, I'm not.
But everyone else... Only you and it was just Praetor as well, right? Did Ophelia say? Nope. Only you and Praetor know.
I saw like blue, but I didn't see actually that it was you.
Cool. Only you and Praetor know this. It is 2 people out of hundreds of people who have not tried to stab me in face.
Right, but... I mean, you look different, but... I don't think it's any stranger than me or...
Well, I am confused too. My race is very proud. We have saved the world many, many times, and nobody know who we are.
Well, admit I don't know what you are, but
I come from sea. I am Triton.
oh,
My father was like leader of some of the peoples.
like a king?
Yes, but not the king. There is a king. We have a king.
He was a general, or
Yes, like army.
yeah.
Yes, and we fight things, and then everyone disappear. Not everyone, but almost everyone disappear. And trying to find sister. I came here. It's very dry. My skin get flaky, and everyone tried to kill me.
Right. Well, I don't think you have to worry when you're in the guild.
I think you are wrong.
That might be.
Okay.
So, would you like to talk about the other thing?
What other thing?
Well, how being intimate can be fun without making children?
It's not fun. It's means to an end. Lineage.
How do Tritons work?
What do you mean, how do we work? Some people build houses. Some people...
I mean, when they're making children, is it... Do you...
Well, you just sort of leave the eggs in corner and then you fertilize the egg. And then little while later, little with the big tail.
Okay, I think I'll pass on that, but,
Pass on what? No, you are man. You cannot make the eggs.
yes, but I can, I don't think we should, but
What? We should what?
I can't say I'm not tempted, but, let's get back to the group. I'll have a think on it.
You are strange. But it's okay, I like you.
I like you too.
I especially like the way you do not try to kill me when you see me without hat?
No, it was a surprise, but it wasn't an unpleasant one.
Well, then you are good peoples.
It's questionable, but I'm trying.
Hey, anyone who not try to kill me is good people.
I should drop those weapons off to my sister. We can meet up later if you want.
Did your sister see no hat?
I don't think she did. Oh,
Could we maybe keep this secret from...
I feel like we should at least tell Ophelia and Lucky.
Oh, how about we don't, and I keep hat on, and I do not have to be driven off from place.
Well, I know Lucky very well, and you don't have to worry about her. She might be a bit grumpy, but she
angry.
She's not... She just has a strange way of expressing herself, that's all.
I not meet anyone quite so, what is word? Sarcasmic.
I know exactly what you mean, but, I would guess she's actually quite fond of you, I'd say.
She told me she would let me die if I fell in battle again.
She says things like that a lot, but she doesn't really mean them.
What? How she do the healing? Magic?
Yeah, she gets her power from a god.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, she's a cleric. So her gifts are granted to her by...
She is cleric?
Yes.
Then we tell her, yes.
Okay. That's easy, because I'm
But
terrible.
not little child.
I think it'd be hard to explain to her. Anyway, she's quite...
She did not understand the squirrels. I got it after the squirrels got stuck together. I not hear this word intimate, but
Yeah.
Squirrels like to get stuck together a lot.
She has a lot of learning to do, but...
I am not teaching her that!
Oh, I won't say I'm not worried about who her influences are, but I think if we all work together, we can do a good job and keep her on the straight and narrow.
Okay, you tell Lucky, because she's a cleric. That means she is...
Exactly.
Damn it.
How the fuck do you mute yourself mid-sentence, you dick?
I rested my hand on the keyboard and I hit the spacebar. Okay, we can tell Lucky because she is cleric and better than everyone else.
Okay. I'll have a little chat with Preta as well, because she seems a bit disturbed by it. But...
Me and Preta have understanding. She does not tell anyone I am Triton, and I do not let anyone burn her to death.
She really needs to get over that.
Being burned to death does not sound nice. I don't think that is something she needs to get over.
Yes, but it's much harder for it to happen to her.
It is?
Yes, our kind are much better at... We have demonic blood. We're
Your kind? Wait, you are like Preta?
Kind of. It's complicated. I think...
She doesn't know magics.
She does.
No, she told me she does not.
She definitely does.
Hey.
I've seen her do it.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I'll catch up with you later. I'm going to see my sister.
Okay, remember, is secret.
It's a secret. You don't have to worry about it.
Give her my blessings.
Sure.
Eggs? Did he say eggs?
Yeah, I head back up to the keep. I pick up the weapons and stuff from the longhouse and head back up to the keep.
Okay. So, I guess what I want to know is, I was going to do some downtime here. you weren't approached for any other jobs or anything like that. Is that fine with everybody? Did you have anything else that you wanted to accomplish? Anything like that?
Just having a quick chat with my sister was the only thing when I dropped that stuff off.
Okay, so why don't we just continue with that first? Yeah, so you sort of collect the hobgoblin weapons and things that you picked up, and you head up to the magical forge in the Iron Keep. So right now, the village currently has 4 blacksmiths besides Lucky. And Lucky, there is an armor smith and a weaponsmith that recently came by, almost as if they were summoned by the magical forge. They've added themselves to the village blacksmiths. So the magical forge in general is a bit more lively now. The regular blacksmith are kind of like the people that are working the smelter and are kind of prepping things around the forge and whatnot, kind of assisting the armor smith and weaponsmith that are there. And let's see who we got here. Okay, so you've had a little bit of time now to meet with them. There is the armor smith is a female dwarf, and she goes by the name of Udlal. Udlal. I'll paste this in the chat here. There is a
She's a dwarf, sorry?
yeah, she's a female dwarf. And then there is there's a male elf. He is the weaponsmith, and he goes by the name of Durosair. I pasted that in the chat as well.
Thank you.
And let's see the other blacksmiths. There is getting a lot of weird results from my NPC randomization. There's a male dragonborn who goes by the name of Uburian. Aburian.
Aburian.
Yeah, he is a gold dragonborn.
And he's just a regular blacksmith?
He's a regular blacksmith, yeah. He's a bit younger. You can see because like his scales are like really shiny. They don't have that sort of like sort of dulled appearance that like older dragonborn have. And he's actually pretty short for a dragonborn. He's sort of like more wide, really, like he's very stout. It almost looks like if there was a dwarven version of a dragonborn, he's kind of got that look about him.
He's a thick boy, is what you're saying.
And there is there's a female half-orc by the name of Hilda. Yeah, so you've only really had a week, 2 weeks or so to kind of get to know them in general. So just kind of like a really basic kind of working relationship, I think, for now, is what you've developed. You probably like learn their names, and you've been like yelled at and whatnot ever since the armor smith and the weaponsmith have arrived and kind of shown how skilled they are. It's a they've kind of easily taken this like leadership role, but Udlal has been sort of put in charge of the magical forge. She is the armor smith, and she's currently like in charge. Although her and Diroser get into a lot of arguments, trying to sort of monopolize the forge. Once they arrived in the village and saw what has been created by this clockwork gemstar, it was everybody's blown away. Like everybody that's seen it has been blown away, and they're also sort of sworn to secrecy. All the blacksmiths and the members of the Iron Foxes and the village higher-ups are the only ones that actually know about the magical forge.
Okay, so none of the like village people know.
No. They have no idea. They just think there's a regular forge, you know. Oh, yeah, we've got a blacksmith. Yeah. I need some horseshoes made or whatever, you know, like just the general stuff. Yeah. It's a thing where Shin probably would have shown up, and she would have told everybody, like,
this is very special. It's important that none of you speak of this, at least until the village becomes more established. It's very important. We do not have proper defenses and such in place. If anyone were to find out about this place, it would be very dangerous for the village, and it is extremely important that everyone keeps it under wraps. Of course, if there are any blacksmiths that have a large amount of skill, we obviously want them using the forge whenever possible. So it is important that we make sure that we don't simply trust everyone with this information, only actual citizens of Foxden.
That's the kind of speech that you would have gotten. So the guild would have probably been given that speech as well. In general, Dan probably would have told you guys, like, you know, keep it on the down low. Make sure you don't talk about any of the forge stuff. Shin said that she'd be very displeased if anybody did that. And if Shin is displeased, then you can be damn well sure that I'm going to be displeased. And if I'm displeased, then Urfie's going to be displeased. And if Urfie's displeased, she'll kick all of your asses.
Understood.
I don't have to do that anymore since I'm the guild leader.
Makes total sense. To secret safe, sir.
Right. So, you're working at the magical forge, which, after some investigation by Udlal and Diroser, they have essentially told you that what's happened with this forge is that this clockwork gemstar is an extremely powerful magical artifact, and that it is it has essentially made this forge into something truly wondrous and great, and there are only a few of them throughout all of Talanis. The only two that they know about are magical forges in Fafel-Devir and in Lesia. So it's a big deal. And the magical forge is essentially, when it makes things, it has a chance to make them magical, and it has a chance to increase their potency, basically. So it's a really big deal. So there's a lot of fights going around, like, well, you know, I want to use the forge. No, I want to use the forge. No, it's you know, if I use it, then we'll really be putting it to good use. That kind of thing. So there's a lot of those kinds of heated debates and conversations that are going on in the forge. That's the environment that you're working with.
I probably, in that kind of environment, I probably would have stayed out of it as best as I could and just helped out where I could. And if there was an opportunity for me to use the actual forge, which I'm assuming probably not at this point because everyone else is much more experienced.
Hmm.
I probably would have gone for it, but only like undercover or
Right.
like when no one else was around, or
Yeah,
if only
Oodlal,
there's like one other person around.
Oodlal and Duroser, have sort of divvied up the time on the magical forge. Since the village has only really recently started being rebuilt, there's obviously a lot of priorities for the village. One of the things that I want you guys to kind of think about mechanically is where the village puts its priorities, and we'll kind of role play it out. There's currently there's a lot of different things that are going on in the village, and we'll kind of talk about that, and we'll decide on where you guys want to prioritize. But for right now, we'll just say you're doing general work with the forge. You've probably been relegated to like the smelter and things like that, like you're processing ore and trying to smelt it down, make ingots and things for easy use for weapons and armor, etc.
Yeah.
Okay, so Locke shows up, and you can hear the sort of rattling of metalworking hammers and things going on in the background. It's noticeably warmer as you get close to the forge. You can see like the sleet around the area has kind of melted away. And it's always impressive when you go to the forge because it's the one part of the keep that's kind of that looks, sort of complete, right? Like there's all these sort of fancy like red banners and things hanging down, and it just looks more like a finished part of the keep. The rest of the keep is all dilapidated, and there's holes in it and sleet sort of falling through, and this area is actually warm, and it looks well made. There's all these steel reinforcements that have kind of wrapped around the stone via the magic of the forge. You see like these like metal reinforcements, almost like the banding on a barrel, like a wooden slatted barrel.
So I'd just be working. I probably wouldn't even notice him coming up. I'd just be very invested in the work.
Yeah. Clang, clang.
Lucy.
Still, like, it's probably loud enough I can't hear him.
I got right next to her ear. Lucy.
Hey, what are you doing here?
A gift. I hold up my bag. I think there's 4 long swords and an axe in there. If you want to melt them and do stuff with it.
Let me ask your sir. He kind of knows the weapon stuff. So,
There's something else first.
are you
how
okay?
much? Yeah. Oh, I'm fine. How much do you know about Tritons?
Give me a nature check or a history check, whichever's better for you. Will be ultra difficult.
Okay. Well, it's a 4, so.
You never heard this
what?
word before.
I'm sorry. Is that a spell or something?
Triton, am I saying it right? Triton?
I actually have no idea what that word is. So.
Oh, okay. It's what Mason said he was. He said he lived in the sea and saved the world, and his father was a general, and he's looking for his sister, and...
I'm sorry. What?
I think his hat is magical and changes how he looks, because it fell off when we were in the goblin camp, and he was
Hold on. Okay.
big and blue and a bit scaly.
I'm sorry. Okay, so we're talking Mason, the bumbling buffoon of a man.
Yeah,
Who's-
apparently he's not human. He's something else. A Triton, he said.
I
You don't
don't
know
know
anything
what that means.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
Do you know what that like? Do you know what a Triton and what like? So this isn't like a spell.
No, he is a Triton, and I think it means he's kind of like a mermaid.
Like a fish,
Like a fish man.
but he's on land
Yes, I'm not sure how it works.
and he
Maybe
has legs.
Right. But he's blue and scaly when he doesn't have the hat on. What do you think the chances are that we're
Out of all the pranks that you could be pulling right now, Locke, like
not pulling a prank.
I have no idea why you're telling me this right now. This does not
Well,
make
mainly
any sense to me.
I was mainly hoping you'd know about them just to save me the trouble of investigating.
You know what? Okay, let me process
He
this.
said I could tell you because he trusts you since, you're a...
You said okay. Okay.
The reason he keeps it hidden is because people try and kill him if they find out, apparently. Which I get, being a freak. I've faced my share of...
You're not a freak. Okay, don't let anyone tell you you're a freak. Mason, on the other hand, I don't know, but we'll have to. How about I just talk to him eventually? I mean,
Well, if
I don't
you'd like to
know.
ask him about his, bedroom situation, then... Because I'm just worried I'm going to go investigate and all of a sudden I'm faced with some sort of tentacular sucker that I don't know how to deal with, so... I appreciate that. You have fun here and I'll see you later. They walk off.
So the only reason you told your sister is so you can get your dick wet?
I figured she might know something about it. I was hoping.
That sounds very Mason, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, Locke.
I'm just gonna take the weapons over to Diracer
Okay.
and just drop them in front of him. Just be like, my brother brought me these. Can we use them?
Dirosair is a sort of he's pretty ripped for an elf. Normally elves are kind of lithe and such. He definitely has like larger forearms. He's got the sort of thicker like blacksmith kind of calloused hands. And there's a bit of soot that is kind of splayed across his face. Otherwise, he's wearing a leather apron and just sort of common clothes beneath it. His hair is long, but he's got it pulled up into a sort of just like a high ponytail that he's got like pulled up in the back, so it's all swept back. And he's pretty like a tanned kind of complexion. He's a wood elf, and he's not very tall. I'd say he's probably like 5'7" or 5'8" or something. And he's looking over things, and he says, "What am I supposed to do with these?
Can
Are
I melt
these-
them down?
And he just starts like looking through them. He says, "Well, I suppose we might be able to do something. These look like very crudely made.
Hobgoblin.
Well, they're sturdy enough. I suppose I might be able to do something. We might be able to get a little bit out of it. Where did these come from?"
We fought some hobgoblins in the forest. My brother, he grabbed them up and brought them up here.
Really? Was it nearby?
It was on the northwest side of the town, that forest. What is it called?
The hazy forest.
That's the one. We were looking for a friend Ophelia. She apparently got into some scrap with some hobgoblins, and we killed them. So
Well, that's good work. Is this something we should be worried about?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean,
Was it a lot of them, or?
there were a few. We were probably not in the best of spots, but I mean, there watches over us. And well, there's that, and there was the guy in the mines. That was kind of weird with the skeletons, and there's some stuff going on, I guess. Maybe it's something we should talk to Dan about. I don't know. We seem to do okay with it. What?
You're not filling me with confidence here, Lucky.
What? Okay, so first we went into the mines, and I'm just gonna explain to him kind of what happened down in the mines, and then what happened in the forest separately. And once I kind of wrap up the story, I'd be like, so I guess there's a couple things that we need to worry about, but I mean, we took care of them, so I don't think it's a lot to worry about.
He's like a bit wide-eyed at this point, and he says, "Okay, we better. We really need to make some weapons. We've been focusing very heavily on tools and such." He looks visibly worried at this point, like after you've told him these things. And he's like, how many weapons have we made? We haven't made anything. We've been focusing on tools.
I mean, the tools have been good.
I've
'cause
been
we
saying-
made houses and stuff. So.
I've been saying that we should be focusing more on weapons, but Udlal has said, well, the village needs lots of armor and needs lots of tools before we make weapons.
Can't we just do both?
Well, we can, but both productions will be a bit stunted.
I mean, in the meantime, we have the guild to help, so long as the guild's equipped, right?
Oh yes, your guild, right? The Iron Foxes. They saved the queen, and they defeated a void dragon. Yeah, right. Were you part of the group that went to fight the void dragon?
No, I don't really believe in void dragons, so no. My brother and I came over from the Twin Rivers. We've been wandering for a while, so looking for a new home.
Twin Rivers. Why is that name familiar? You're from Sirothel?
Yeah.
Sirothel. Well, that explains why you've shown a proficiency for crafting. I hear all of the best crafters come from Sirothel. How come you didn't go into ship building?
Just wasn't my thing, I guess. I should really get back. I mean, do you want me to smelt these down?
Right, yes.
So, yeah.
Smelting, yes. Good.
Cool.
Udlal? Like screaming like over the hammer, like clang, clang. You hear, what do you want? I'm busy. You don't exactly get a lot of time with a magical forge. Right, well, you just hear him kind of like rattling off. They have like a very active conversation, lots of flailing hand gestures, and a lot of talk of debate on what should be made next and such. Okay, So we're going to take a downtime section here. We can say a week of downtime as we approach probably the equivalent of late November.
Oof. Chilly.
Yeah, it's chilly. It's definitely chilly, and it's colder than normal, for sure.
Because back then we already had like some snowfall, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll be honest, except for this year in New York, we've had like snowfall like freaking around Halloween for like the last 3 years. It's been a lot. Okay, so we're going to do some downtime stuff. I want to find out how each of you kind of want to spend the course of the week here. And then we'll determine roles and things that you guys get to make. So I guess we'll just start the way we normally go through the characters. Preda, are you just kind of doing normal herbalism work throughout the
I need
week?
to do like all herbalism since last week was a bust. That'd be great. I feel like I'm just sitting there with Ophelia, like picking a piece of grass, like, all right, what is it? That's
Okay.
my life right now.
So you're gonna spend the whole week sort of doing herbalism stuff, and what that will basically mean is you're gonna spend time sort of out and trying to sort of forage for herbs, and you're gonna spend time trying to identify them, preserve them, store them, whatever you can.
All the things.
So what I'd like for you to do is to roll me your basic herbalism tools. Your basic
kit?
herbalism kit, yeah. 15. Okay.
It's better than last
okay.
week.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. Alrighty. Oof, unlucky on the rolls though for the behind the scenes stuff. Okay. All right. So, with a 15 on your herbalism kit, let's see, you have gotten 1 poor quality, 1, 2 uncommon, a 2nd poor quality, and 3 commons. So what that's going to mean is you are going to find you're going to find 2 usable batches of lavender seeds.
Ooh, lavender seeds.
Yep.
2 bags?
2 bags.
All right.
You're going to find 2 batches of moon silk grass.
Okay.
1 batch of clear flower.
All right.
And you find 2 dew splattered daisies.
Dew splattered?
Yep. Yeah, so just to describe what these look like here.
That's what I call my girlfriend. A little dew splattered daisy.
Yeah, lavender seeds are scattered across meadows, plains, and sandy shores. They're easy to spot thanks to the distinctive purple flower tipped stalks. The clear flower is an herb that is found in caves or caverns. It's unable to survive in direct sunlight.
Okay.
The dew splattered daisies, they're yellow daisies with what appear to be like droplets of dew across it. With a 15 on your herbalism check, you know that the daisies are the most valuable thing that you found. and they're sort of used like a cure-all. They usually they can help cure poison.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. The let's see, lavender seeds can be applied to your skin to mask your scent. The clear flower can be used to gain the equivalent of a full day's worth of food and water.
All right.
Sort of like lambus bread from Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings. The dew splatter daisy will cure most poison effects.
Sweet.
Yeah, they take various amounts of time to sort of work, but yeah.
Right on.
Oh, and you found moonsilk grass too, right?
Yep.
Okay,
I have. Yeah, 2 batches.
Okay. Yeah, the moonsilk grass is it looks like black grass, and it's usually seen growing on mountains. And what they'll do is sort of they make drugs less addicting.
All right.
So you can consume them with other alchemical creations to make them less addicting.
Do they do any other dampening effects, or is it just addiction?
Just addiction.
Okay.
But it's a very if there was like a village alchemist, it'd be very useful to add to alchemy potions.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a good week.
Yeah. In terms of money, I'll break down the money thing for you. I actually have a list of the money, and I'll get that to you after. Okay, so yeah, you got a decent amount of stuff. Decent amount. It's up to you if you want to sell it or kind of keep it. It doesn't, a lot of the stuff does not last very long. If you want to just kind of consume them,
How long do they last?
The only
Are
thing
any of them like gonna die immediately?
The only thing that you can kind of dry out is the moonsilk grass. The rest you can sell to Ivis.
But do they like go bad like today? Like it'd be pointless to keep them.
You probably
you're
can get like a day or two out of most of them.
But then that'd be it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sell them.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna get a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 herbalism points.
Sweet. Where do I put herbalism points?
Wherever you want. Wherever you want to keep track of it. It's not a normal D&D mechanic.
Oh, cool. All right, I'll just throw it in.
Yeah, put it in your bio or something, maybe in one of those places. Okay.
You
And
said
then
9, right? Sorry.
9.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Ophelia, are you spending the whole day working? Or the whole week working?
Yeah, I'll probably do the same. I'll probably been with Berta, like gathering herbs and stuff.
Okay. Give me your basic herbalism kit.
So one question: what are those points that I got last time? Do they do
I have not
something?
said anything about them yet.
Okay, just asking.
Suffice it to say, a lot of them are good. Okay, 16.
I wasn't sure if I leveled up with it or something.
Nope, you didn't do shit. Trust me, I'm keeping an eye on it. Okay, 16 on that. Let's see here. Whoa, what the fuck did I just roll?
Is that good or bad?
Extremely average. What the fuck? So I've
Did
got
you just roll like all 10s?
I've got like a quality tables that I roll on for the professions. And I roll on a few different things. I have different quality tables that I roll on depending on how you guys make your rolls. So I just rolled 6 commons and 1 uncommon. There's a lot of options, and you still managed to get 6 commons. That's like average.
Gotta roll
Slightly
better,
above.
man.
Okay, so what that means is you're going to find okay, so you find 3 batches of Amber's moss. And Amber's moss, it's kind of like it's a moss green rose. It has a natural ability to soak up poisons, but it's not particularly fantastic at it. It grows in a lot of different places. It can also grow in caves. You also find 3 batches of lavender seeds. And your uncommon thing. You find Millow stalks. Millow stalks are green stalks that can go easily unnoticed. But eating them allows a creature to feel revitalized after a short nap. They can be found near pools of water above ground. The actual effect is you gain the maximum roll from a hit die basically after you eat it. So like if you guys take a short rest and you eat one of these things, you automatically get the maximum health regenerated from a hit die. And that's what you find. And that's going to give you a total of 7 herbalism points.
Nice.
Lucky.
Yields. I want to do a couple things.
Okay.
I want to figure out what the fuck a Triton is. And then I also want to work. But I want to do a little bit of, like, there's no books or anything, right? In this, I mean, might be.
There
some to
are
keep.
no scholars in town yet. So you can try to go around and see if you can find somebody that might know about Tritons.
I might ask Dan.
Okay.
Dan seems
Sure.
smart.
Dan's smart in different ways. Okay, so I'm gonna say that you spend a one of these days trying to learn more about the Tritons. Unfortunately, you don't find anything.
Okay. Can I talk to Mason as well?
I can't stop you there.
Sure. I'm gonna then approach Mason.
Okay. So the next day, like after you've spoken to Locke, Mason is you maybe catch him like in the morning before people sort of set out to do various things. Mason probably goes out relatively early to do his gathering and foraging. But sure.
Hey,
Oh, hello, Lucky. Are you
we need
hungry?
to talk. Let's go. And
Want
I'll
some
walk
food?
outside. I'll grab like a piece of bacon and just walk outside behind the longhouse.
Yeah, you're followed by Silky as you snag a piece of bacon.
I'll break off a piece and toss it over. Cool.
Oh, okay. I not hit breakfast. I'm just gonna grab a cauliflower, like an apple.
A whole ass cauliflower?
Raw cauliflower.
Christ. Okay, so
Okay.
go behind the long.
Grab the bacon. Hello.
So, my brother tells me that you're not human.
No, I am not human.
You're a tree man or a fish man. I don't remember.
I am not a fish man. I mean, sorry. Hello. I'm not fishman.
So what's a Triton then?
You really have not heard of Triton? How come no one have heard of Triton? This is baffling.
Listen, I
You've
know a
never
lot.
seen one either, like outside of where you came from.
I've never even heard the word. It just sounds like a jumble of sounds to me. So
Okay, you know the void. You know the world enders, the leviathans. You do not know of the world enders or the leviathans.
I know about the gods.
You know of the void.
The void.
What's there's other universe called? Forgotten. Hang on. Let me. Hang on. The Underdark. That's it. You know of the Underdark?
Whack.
Give me a history check.
$18.
Yeah. It's a scary thing that like some adventurers know about. Some people have gone down there. It always ends badly. There's talk of entries into the Underdark from Baruch Thoth. There's talk of entries in Gunnelbar, and like a few places here and there throughout the world where you might be able to make your way there. But you've never been there before. But it's a scary place. There's a lot of really horrible things live there.
I know about it.
Well, because of Tritons is why you have the upside and not everything is Underdark, because it kill everything. It's what we do.
So you're telling me this mythical group of people who live in the water.
Not mythical.
I've never seen or heard of a Triton before. So, and apparently your hat's magical. So can you just take it off for a second?
It's clear as a bird outside today, by the way. Clear skies, not a cloud in sight.
Is not... Okay, so I got this hat from a crazy old man.
There is a rain bucket outside.
I got this hat from crazy old man, and I cannot take it off, but then it decides to come off when it shouldn't. Are we alone? We'll look around.
There's
see
several
anyone.
people that are sleeping. There's a few people that are getting ready for the day in the guild hall.
Look, can we go into a forest?
God, this day couldn't get any weirder. Okay, sure, fine. I don't know what you're gonna find in there, but I swear if you hurt me, I will call Locke and
I would not hurt you. You are the priestess.
I'm a cleric.
Yes, you harness the power of the gods. You are a pure
Just one,
being.
But sure. Just
You are
one.
better than anyone anywhere ever.
Okay, listen, I don't need you buttering me up for no reason, so just...
Butter?
Why are we going? Just go. Show me that you're this weird fish dude, and I just want to see it, because if my brother's lying to me and he's gonna say, "Ah, gotcha," like he always does, like...
Your brother is kind of,
My brother's very much into you, and I don't know why, so can you just show me?
into what? I'm gonna grab that bucket, and then I'm gonna go into the forest with Lucky.
Okay. Oh, this is weird. Okay, you got a bucket.
Okay. Are we alone? Hello.
There's just animals, probably. Just
Okay,
So
now
you're gonna walk to the forest to the west of town.
yeah,
Okay.
I need privacy.
Okay.
Okay, this is why I need privacy. And I'll just dump the bucket of water over my head.
Okay.
okay. You could have used a shower.
He dumps the bucket of water on his head, and the hat that's on top of his head slides off and reveals, as the water washes away, a sort of different appearance. What do you look like, Mason?
So I'm this color, all over, all the way down. Not quite scaly, but there's probably some definition of the skin that looks different to human skin, right? I've got like webbing on my hands and feet. I've got like a few fins that come out and stuff. And the gemstones that I have, like subdermally embedded into my arm, are actually, when it washes away, they're seashells of different colors. This is me. Hello. You haven't tried to kill me yet. This is going well.
And I'm just gonna like slowly approach him and grab one of his arm, like fin things, and pull it.
That is attached.
What on earth?
It's for swimming.
I'm just gonna like go around him and like pull the hair.
Yeah, it looks like this, like a seaweed color.
Like just poking the scales, like lifting them.
This is odd, but you are a priestess. Guess you know what you are doing.
Gonna try to pull the scales to see if it's like fake.
Guy,
Like,
Yeah,
okay, that's real.
it is definitely attached.
Ow.
Ow.
I'm just gonna let go of the scale real quick.
Okay.
I am going to cast Remove Curse on him, which is a 3rd level spell.
What does it look like?
I'll probably I'll just like put a hand on him, and the hot blue will kind of turn from the like lighter blue color to black as it tries to like seep out, if there's actually a curse.
Does this do anything to my hat?
The hat that you're not wearing.
I probably would have picked up the hat at the same time, but like in the other hand, and like I'm casting it from my right hand right now.
Okay.
I swear to fuck if you have destroyed my hat.
Listen, I'm just trying to figure out if this is a curse or not. Okay? Like,
Think the hat might be, Vandy!
so I'm just trying to see if he's cursed.
Okay. Nothing appears to happen to Mason.
Is that spell?
Yeah, that was to try to see if you were cursed or not, because I have never seen whatever this is before. And
I am not cursed, I am Triton.
no, you know what? That's man. Okay, well, here's your hat back. You probably want to keep that on.
Yes. I put the hat on.
Nothing happens.
There we go. Okay. Whew.
You can change back now anytime.
I look at my arms.
Fins wiggling around.
Maybe it's the wrong way around. I'll put it the other way. And I'll put it on as tight to my head as I can. Wait. What was that spell you cast?
I just removed the curse. Oh no. Oh,
shit.
where did you get that hat from again?
Crazy man on road. Disguise it, make me not look like terrifying beast that everyone want to kill. Broke my fucking hat. Okay, don't panic. Don't panic.
Roll an Arcana
I'm
check.
going to.
Roll an Arcana check for me, please, Lucky.
That's a 20.
Yeah. So you basically removed the attunement for the hat.
Okay.
So you would know that if he attunes himself to the hat again, it'll work just fine. It's gonna.
Don't panic.
All right. I'm going to immediately use Calm Emotions, which is a 2nd level spell. And I'm going to cast it on Mason, just to chill out a bit. Oh, that is a.
He's fine.
Okay,
He's only
so
hit.
sit down.
Some people want to kill me. It's fine. I just kill them.
That's a
back
2
and-
on Mason's charisma saving throw against the calm motion spell. It's a natural 1 there. So Mason's feeling pretty good now. He's just
All right.
fine.
Mason,
Well,
buddy,
I didn't need to stay here anyways. Fine, I can find another job.
it's okay. Listen, you just have to sit here for a bit and attune yourself back to the hat.
And it will work again?
Maybe. I don't know exactly the properties of this hat.
How long do I have to sit here?
Until it clicks, buddy. Just like literally sit here and.
Okay, so the player PG knows how long it takes for a magical item to attune. Does Lucky know?
Lucky got a 20 on her Arcana check. Yeah, I'd say he's basically has to sort of spend time concentrating on making a connection with the hat, and it would take about an hour. Otherwise, he just has to wear it for a day.
Okay. I just sit here, stare at the hat, concentrate on it, and then after an hour, you should be okay.
Concentrate on it and we'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
It'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Just
It's only hit. It's only job and health and friends.
I can see that you're panicking a little bit underneath that spell, and that's okay.
No, I'm fine.
Just the sooner you start concentrating on that hat, the sooner you'll maybe actually get back to being an almost human.
Okay, I can't. I'll sit here, concentrate on it. I have to wander through forest anyway to find the foods.
I would
the
just
peoples.
sit here for a little bit. Just
Sit down, okay.
reflect on all this. Yeah. I have so many questions to ask that I'm not going to ask right now. So
Okay.
you just hang tight, and I'm gonna go do my job because that's, what they have me here for. And who else knows about this other than my brother?
Pray to also know
Oh wow, Prada knows. Cool. Okay.
I
unfortunately.
pop out of the darkness and be like, I do! With just a bunch of grass and weird plants sticking out of my pockets.
Give me a stealth
Evening!
check. Give me a stealth check, Prada.
Okay. Oh man, where's my character sheet? I too have a lot of screens open. I'm sorry. Stealth check
Stealth check.
with advantage. Is it nighttime?
Nope.
Nope.
Morning.
It's bright out.
Dang it.
Clear
Oh my
skies.
gosh, I lost it.
It's a 12.
Do I fall out of a tree?
I don't think that you hear their conversation. Yeah, you and Ophelia are probably just out picking herbs.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
okay.
think you.
my
I don't think you
passive
stumble upon
perception is
them.
13 anyways, so.
Yeah, I don't think you stumble upon them with a 12. I'm gonna say no.
JK.
When we were in a cave, I fell into water, and apparently water get rid of is the only thing that can take the head off. I can't actually just
other-
take head off normally.
It's a lot of water, basically, to take the hat off. If it's just like a drizzle or something,
If it's just like a few splatterings of blood, that won't do it.
has to be like a drenching.
Okay, good to know. Plus, the spell will clearly do something for it. So, if ever you feel like you don't need to hide anymore,
I didn't think I needed to hide. Just people want me dead.
I'm sorry, what? Why?
Well, okay, so I come
Actually,
here.
No, you know what? Maybe I could see it. Yeah, it's the scales, the seaweed here. I mean, you do kind of look like you came out of a bog.
The sea is not a bog.
Same thing, really.
No, a bog is slightly moist. The sea is the goddamn sea.
Cool. We'll talk more about this later.
Okay.
When I can process the fact
Please-
that Locked didn't lie
Please
about
not
this.
tell anyone.
How do you work then?
What do you mean, how do I work? I usually set some traps,
Hold on, no,
try and find a rabbit. What?
What does he have? Like, he has legs, right?
Yeah.
Is he wearing anything on his legs?
Yeah, he's
I
wearing
am
clothes.
totally checking out his junk right now.
Do you like get down on your knees, like?
I'm just gonna
inspect?
hold on.
Start to inspect.
I'm gonna do some clerical stuff right here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like lift.
Go, cleric, you do what you need to do.
Roll an investigation check.
13.
She's not gentle.
Oh, clerics are very different where I come from.
It's a 13.
Yeah, you're not gentle.
No, all right.
No.
And
What
what do I
is-
find?
I'll leave this up to the chat's imagination. I think we just don't give anybody a
Have
solid
you ever
answer
been to
on
the
this.
website Bad Dragon?
Oh, come on. Do I have an inkling of how I could explain this to my brother?
I'll leave that up to Mason.
Cool. All right.
I think you could draw comparisons to
Gotcha.
human anatomy.
It's not too different, I guess. All right. Well,
Is this part of religion?
you could call it that.
Okay.
You should get to know my brother for his sake.
Persona doesn't really go into this in the teachings.
Who?
Persona.
Is this a deity that I recognize?
Give me a religion check.
Okay. 16.
Yeah, you probably do. Which deity was this?
Persona?
Yeah, persona. Persana.
Roll for religion.
I was going to say like how many knuckles deep you go.
I'm not a proctologist. Just a cleric.
Let's see.
I sent you the link I used to.
Okay, did you just pull it from one of the bajillion homebrew pages that are out there? Because that's not familiar to me.
The Forgotten Realms wiki.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So Triton race, not very well known outside of the Tritons.
Yeah, I would say that, let's see. Is it the non-humans? Where the hell is this? It's not in the regular book. Yeah, if it's not well known outside the Tritons, then I'm gonna say a 16 is not gonna do it.
All right.
Yeah, you're gonna need like a 20 or higher, probably.
Some do. They know him as the god of construction and guardianship. Tritons are a theocracy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no on that one then. 16
Sure.
is a no.
I know a lot of deities, but Persana's not one of. Are you like? I really feel like you're making this up. Like, this is a really convincing ruse, if anything.
I mean, I could show you, but you would get very wet.
It's probably a good place for us to take our break. Why don't we go ahead and take our break on that?
Moist.
Why don't we?
Sparkly lewd turnip.
You investigated my junk, all right?
Yeah, this was on you. This one was on you. I mean, you went a little below and beyond. So why don't we'll be back in a little bit, everybody. If you haven't done so, please follow all these wonderful people here. Follows are free, and they totally deserve any Twitch primes that you got that you haven't used yet. Consider using it on one of these wonderful people. And if you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is over on the Patreon, which is just patreon.com/Tablestory. And we'll be back in just a little bit. Hang tight for some more sparkly turnip.
Oh, guys.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Tablestory, Spark of Eternity. Welcome back. Hope everybody thought long and hard about what it is that Lucky saw down below.
In the deep.
In the deep, dark places.
I call him Cthulhu.
Yeah, so why don't we continue on with the show today? Lucky, please give me a blacksmith's tools check.
Okay. 21.
Oh, 21. Okay. That will get you quality table 2.
Ooh.
Congratulations. Let's see what you get. So you're going to spend 6 days on this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Notice how Whack is so much more sad when we do well.
Ooh, okay.
He only ever smiles when he's got a secret he's about to spring on you.
You got 2 rares, 1 very rare, a common, and an uncommon.
So
Okay,
2 rares, 1 very rare.
so you don't have to write that down.
Okay.
What are you working on? Now you don't have access to the magical forge yet.
Mm-hmm. I probably would have smelted down the pieces that my brother gave me.
Okay.
And then helped out in any way I can. I mean, I probably would have helped with in equal parts tools and weapons, since that conversation went so well.
Okay. So depending on the kind of weapon that you're working on, it will take longer to work on it. If you want to work on simple weapons, basically the cheaper it is, the less time it takes. So, what would you like to work on?
I'd probably work on simple weapons then. Short swords and hand axes, etc.
Okay. So, if that's the case, it's probably going to take you 2 days or so per weapon for like a basic kind of axe or a short sword. Martial weapons that are, actual metal smithing would take probably a week, something about like that. If you were working on something really complicated, it could take as long as a month. But that's the sort of basic time frame that you're looking at. Okay, so we're gonna say that you make some. You're gonna make some ingots. You're gonna make some basic weapons. I'm gonna say that you make. Let's do this in order of the way that I rolled this. So, you got 1 ingot of steel.
Okay.
And 2 ingots of iron.
Okay.
And you have gotten yourself a very nice short sword. The short sword is a very rare quality. It is it's very well made. Even after you created it on one of the sort of like regular forges that were available, or one of the regular anvils that were available, you would note that you had that sort of like good feeling come over you, like this is going to be something special that you made. And the short sword will basically, let's see where. The short sword will basically earn you more money. It's considered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Roll me a 1d6.
Okay. A 3.
Okay. It will essentially earn you more money if you sell it. It's like you just looking at it, like the poorer pieces of weapons or armor or whatever, the sort of like general stuff that you make. You know, you can tell when it's good quality, like it's tempered and forged well. This will earn you an additional 5 gold pieces. This sword.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'll sell it then, for sure.
Yeah. And let's see. The other stuff you make, roll me a 1d3.
Or 2.
Okay. This hand axe that you've made will earn you an extra gold piece.
Okay.
And the last thing that you made was a just roll me a 1d2.
Okay. 1.
Okay, another short sword. It's a regular short sword that you make.
Okay.
Now, this costs you materials to make. Do you use the ingots that you smelted, basically?
Yeah, I likely would have wanted to use the materials that I have instead of trying to buy other ones.
Okay. So I'm going to say that from the 3 ingots that you have, that you've gathered, you did not need to spend any of your own materials to do that. You didn't have to buy anything else.
Sure.
You had managed to gather the ingots to use for this stuff.
Okay.
Okay. And then as far as the tools go that you made, you have gotten the equivalent of 6 tools that we're going to just have a general name for. We'll just say tools. 6 tools for the village.
Sweet.
And you have earned yourself a very nice 10 blacksmithing points.
Okay.
And you got a 21 on your basic blacksmithing tools. That's a solid roll. And you got good luck on the quality table.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a combination of both things that I reward the points for.
So I can just keep a running tally of my total of points then, right?
Yeah, and as far as the pricing goes for this stuff, we'll figure that out after the stream.
Okay.
But yeah.
Sweet.
Okay.
I have 17 blacksmithing points.
Mason, how do you spend your 7 days?
Well, I want as much money as possible, so I'm looking for pigs.
Okay, so you're gonna try to basically to trap and hunt.
Yes, for the entire week.
Okay.
So I need the money.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and I gave you scavenging tools, right?
Basic gathering
Basic
tools.
gathering tools. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me your basic gathering tools, please. 7. Dun dun dun. Okay.
It doesn't matter. I rolled really well last time, and I got like 7 gold. So there ain't no money in feeding the people.
Sure. Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
I'm not sure about that face.
Didn't go too well this time. Yeah. Okay. Didn't go too well. It's getting close to winter. Maybe it's hard to kind of trap stuff in general. You don't find much over the course of the week. It's pretty bad. You find 2 rabbits for the whole week.
Ugh.
2 rabbits. That's the only thing that manages to make its way into your traps. Yeah. Bad luck, man. There were actually days where you had complete failure that I got in the table rolls. Yeah, and you basically what I do with these tool rolls is I determine which quality table I'm going to be rolling on, and the worse you roll, the worse quality table comes up, and it was not good. It was bad. So 2 rabbits for the week. It's probably going to earn you 1 gold piece.
I assume my concentrating on the hat worked as well.
It did. Yep. Yeah. It only would have taken about an hour or so.
Cool.
Yeah. It was a rough week, though. It's getting closer to winter. The sort of, like, trapping thing, depending on what you're doing, is going to be probably, like, easier or harder depending on where you're doing it and what you're doing. So if you want to be more specific with this kind of thing, or if you want to say like what you're looking for, that kind of stuff, that might affect what happens as well. So maybe try and think about like what exactly you're trying to gather, because right now you're set up as a gatherer. Sorry, let me pull up my cheat sheet for my professions that we did here. So as a gatherer, eventually you can become a hunter, a miner, a scavenger, or a skinner, as a sort of upgrade to the general gatherer profession. It's the most common of all of the sort of like basic professions. You could sort of forage, you can look for like edible plants and stuff like that. Fruits, berries, whatever's growing around there. Or you can try and do trapping and that kind of thing. If you eventually want to make your way into this sort of hunter profession, the trapping thing would be good to practice on. But it's rough, man. You have a rough week. It happens, especially with trappers. That shit can be really sporadic if you ever know anything about it, like in real life.
Next time I'm just going to wander into the woods with like an open wound and just kill all the wolves that try and eat me.
Yeah, it's rough. Okay. Locke, how are you spending your downtime week?
Well, the first thing I want to do is figure out what the scrolls are that I found in the hobgoblin camp.
Okay. I think you showed. I'm trying to remember. Nobody spoke Goblin, because you did show it to a few people. Nobody spoke Goblin when you tried. There are also no scholars in the town. I'm gonna do a new villager roll, but that happens after you guys do your professions.
If they don't appear to be magical in any way, I'm probably not that interested, and I'll just go back in my bag.
Yeah, you don't speak Goblin, so you don't know really, and you weren't able to find anybody that spoke Goblin, because you did actually go around and try and find somebody that spoke Goblin last session, I believe.
Okay. Well, they'll go in my bag, and then after that, I'll finish off my little fox statue project, or try to at least make progress on it.
Sure. Give me a basic stonemason tools check.
12.
12. Okay. And you're working on your small sort of
Red fox-sized fox.
Yeah, okay.
Statue, yeah. It's a gift for the Baron. Try and get in his good books.
Okay. The second week of work will kind of wrap up the timing on this. And you have created an uncommon quality sort of little fox-sized statue. You've been chipping away with... I'm trying to imagine what kind of materials you've probably been working with. You can also try and find stuff, like if you go into a mine or if
That's
you
what I'll
want to
be
spend
doing
some
next.
time. Yeah.
I just wanted to get something.
I'm trying to think. It would probably be some kind of like basic kind of some kind of stone that's generally easy to work with. I don't know a lot about it, but I would assume it'd be something that's pretty common and something that you don't need like a sledgehammer to, chip away at. Okay. So if chat knows anything about stonework or anything like that, that would be dope to figure out.
When I'm done with that, I'll see if Mason will give me a hand delivering it, since it's, heavy lifting, and he's.
It's probably 100 pounds or so. Yeah.
Might as well. There is nothing to kill in forest.
It's a fox about this, it's a stone about the size. It's stonework about the size of a fox. It's probably 100 pounds at least.
Could you help me carry this up to the keep? I'd like to give it to the Baron.
Please roll an athletics check, Mason.
If you drop it, I'm going to cut your head off. Just so we're clear.
What? You're gonna do what?
This is with
Causing me to drop it.
This is with advantage because of the help from Locke.
Yeah, I will help you out with that a little bit. Like I'm keeping a hand off.
Oh, is it?
That's a 69, dude. Mason bumbles about a bit. He totally drops it on his own foot.
Oh! Ah!
Well, at least you broke the fall.
I should really buy shoes.
Perhaps we should put it on a sled and we can just pull it along. Could you? Yep.
Okay.
I'll grab a scrap of wood from one of the ruined houses and put it down with some rope and just place it on there. Are you okay? Do you need me to help you or?
I should really wear shoes. Why am I not even wearing shoes? We don't need them,
Right.
It interferes with the swimmings.
Yes. I mean, it's a good habit to get into when you're on land.
I will try and get shoes next chance we get. Do we have cobblers?
I think we have several, actually, if I recall correctly.
Why do we have like seven cobblers and like 2 people to get food? It makes no sense.
Well, I mean, you don't have shoes, so we're...
There's 8 cobblers in town.
We can go see one of the cobblers.
There's 8 cobblers.
8.
They're octuplets, actually.
Yes, I will go and have a look after we have taken this.
Yes, let's pull this up.
Imagine all the shoes.
Hey, listen, don't knock it. That was actually a super important profession back then. People went through a lot of shoes. They got destroyed.
Back then, like, because D&D Fantasy actually existed at some point.
A long time
Exactly.
ago. Galaxy far, far away. Once we get up,
8 cobblers. That's really.
once we get up to the keep, I'll see if I can't speak with the Baron and present him with my little gift.
Oh, it's a gift for Baron?
Yes. Trying to make a good impression, And he's called the Fox, so I thought me and the Iron Fox.
Oh, this is
It's
Fox.
called the Silver Fox.
Yeah, Silver Fox.
Okay.
Yes, it's a fox. Can't you tell? I thought it was quite good. It took me 2 whole weeks of working on it.
Look, I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Yes?
I have no fucking idea what a fox is.
Oh, well.
I know
it's-
pig.
Well, that's good. Foxes are like little wild dogs.
Oh, like a child's pet thing.
Yes, that's a kind of fox, but it's a strange one with...
A strange fox, but he is silver fox.
Yes, he's not actually a fox, so don't be surprised when you see a
I
human.
know the Baron is not a fox. I'm not an idiot. I just did not know what a fox was.
Well, now, you were in the Iron Foxes. Did you not think to ask?
Well, it's just name for like a guild.
That's true, I guess.
My name is Mason, but
You don't actually do any masonry.
No.
I
No,
do
not
the
even. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Well, Mason. Maybe I can show you.
It's not my No, I like to hunt the animals.
Okay. Well, just keep in mind that I
Bash them overhead. That is fun.
do masonry, so
You do Mason. Well, okay. How many Masons we got here? 7? I look
Anyway.
very pleased with my joke.
Yeah, if there's anyone wondering about it, I'll ask them if I can speak with the Baron. Otherwise, I'll head to his hall.
Sure. You're gonna head to the keep with Mason.
And our fox.
Yeah. Instead of trying to find a wheelbarrow, which the village probably has somewhere. some
Well, if I
kind of-
found one of those rather than my makeshift sled, I'd
No,
use
no.
it, but
You've made a sled. It's fine.
it'll work.
I love it.
I never said I was
so
a smart
much.
one. I always said that was my sister. She's the
Basically,
smart one.
find a bunch of thatch and just try and drag this fucking thing. Okay. Sure. Just slow, uphill.
Yeah, that gives me time with Mason. I don't mind.
Okay. You make your way to the keep, and you can see that there's a strange kind of light moving rather quickly, buzzing around through the keep, making a kind of strange humming noise.
Mason?
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Both of you
So-
roll perception checks.
Oh no.
A 2 from Locke,
Oh, right
a
there.
natural 1.
Right next to your face.
Mason. It's not next to his face. It's moving very quickly. It's buzzing around. You just kind of get like that one quick glance at this thing that's moving very quickly. It looks like something kind of sort of shining about the size of your hand. It has little wings on it. It looks kind of like a miniature person. You can see that they've got a sort of butter knife that's kind of strapped to their back, and they're flittering about.
Is tiny people. It
Oh,
has a
just-
knife and wings.
Really? I just saw a little light, but I can't keep track of it.
No, look there.
A little person with wings?
Yes, little flying person. What is that?
I don't know.
Have I ever heard of a little tiny person with wings?
Give me a nature check.
I'm gonna give myself disadvantage because I come from the sea. Okay.
Yeah. Look at all the natural ones that are happening right now. Wow.
Wow.
3
that's
natural
bad.
ones in the last 4 rolls. Okay. By the way, guys, on Sector 49 this week, I got on a 66, I got 5 6s.
Yeah.
You're the devil.
Crit City.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
It's not fun.
So,
Alright.
Mason, you have no fucking idea what this is. You don't know all of the people that exist, all these different crazy people that you just assume this is something.
I thought
that's-
everyone was human.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
This is just some variation of a human of some kind.
It's just very small human with wings.
Yeah, I don't think that's a human, but it's not really my area of expertise.
You can see that this thing kind of like zips past. There's probably like a guard that's stationed like at the, like at the entrance to the Baron's Hall. There's really not a lot of. The town doesn't really have a lot of guards. People have just kind of taken to rebuilding things, but there's, aside from the Iron Foxes, which don't necessarily have a huge presence here, a lot of people are still moving from the location in St. Helena, the sort of guild hall that was in St. Helena, to here. They might even be planning to do so like after the winter, but in general, you know, this is just one of the guild's locations. So there's probably not a huge presence here. There might be only a handful of guild members that are actually here. The guild has probably gotten a lot of like applications and trainees and stuff, but you guys have only met a few of them.
When the flying thing zips past, can I just... Oh, hello, small flying thing, hello!
It zips past the guard and goes into the keep.
You see that? It went into keep.
Oh, I'm having trouble keeping track of it.
You
It's
think
kind
that
of-
is problem?
It's kind of like for Locke, it's almost like a mosquito or a gnat or something that you see for like a half a second, and then you like lose it in the light, and then you can't ever see it again. It's just gone.
Look, it just went past. Look up there.
Oh, well, that's where we're headed, fortunately. So let's
Let's go. Oh,
as we-
sorry.
We're almost there. Just a little further.
You think that
No.
God's so good? You see the thing?
What do you mean?
This flying thing, it just flew past your head.
I didn't see nothing.
Well, he didn't see nothing either, so...
Yeah. We're here to speak to the Baron. We have a gift for him.
All right, you're some more of those Iron Fox fellows,
That's right.
right? Where's your badges then?
I hold up my hand and I summon Morikanda. Will this do?
Hold on. And he like gets out his sword, like shakily holds it up.
Make it disappear again. I'm sorry, I was...
Hey,
Do we
there's
have
none of
badges?
that. You, what kind of
Oh, I really didn't.
craziness?
I really didn't mean to threaten you in any way. Could I perhaps make it up to you? When do you finish your watch?
What was that?
Just a little trick. I've got several more if you're...
Make a deception
Okay.
check for me, please.
While he's running this, do we have badges?
No, you're training.
26.
He says, "Oh, like I seen down at the Saint Helena docks, like one of them people."
Similar, but a little different. They're not quite... Let's say they don't quite have my charm.
Right.
Anyway, the Baron, may we speak to him?
Well, I'll check if you can speak with him. The Baron said that today was a busy day and that Shin would be around, and that he said, how did he phrase it? Leave me the bloody hell alone.
Oh.
I'm tired of talking to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Figure it out yourself.
Well, I think then this gift is the perfect thing to cheer him up, don't you think?
Also, that thing that flew past your head had knife strapped to back.
I can't understand a word you're saying.
Yeah, he's the exotic type.
I've never seen a hat like that.
Oh, thank you. He's my favorite.
Okay.
But thing that flew past your head had knife. Maybe something you should look at?
Flew past my head. What, like a rock or something? Well,
You
you didn't
like
see
a
nothing.
person with wings and a knife.
A person with
Person.
wings.
Yes.
Roll a persuasion check, please, for me.
Persuasion. Let's not give myself disadvantage. 70.
You said it had a knife
Yes,
and a
like
person with wings.
yes.
All right, well, I'll have a look then.
Probably yes.
Now you wait here,
Okay.
and I'll be right back. Sort of like turns around. Now, there's no specific uniform or anything for Foxden. This guy's wearing kind of like a patched together sort of outfit, right? He's got like a shoddy looking chainmail shirt and kind of like one of those sort of metal like guard hats, you know, those ones that are kind of like really shoddy looking. And he's got a spear, and he turns around and he starts to say, hello, and he walks off into the hall. Hello? Hello? Did someone come in here?
Not the most aware of people to be a god, huh?
I think they're taking what they can get right now.
I rolled really bad for the village's guards. I think you guys have 4 guards in the village, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. You guys have 8 cobblers.
Are they all Boreans as well? Right.
We can make shoes. 4 we can stop us getting murdered. Great.
Yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine.
8!
Yeah, I rolled. Yeah, 4 guards. 4 guards.
How often do we recruit new people actually to the village?
Every week. Yeah, I roll to see who comes. I'm due the roll for the villagers after your profession stuff. So yeah, you go to the keep and you get stopped here. The guard comes back and says, "We couldn't find nobody. Are you sure you saw somebody sneak in?"
I saw it also. It was definitely they were very...
All right, well, why don't the lot of us go in? We'll all take a look.
That's a good idea.
What about your
Oh, we can bring
statue?
that. We're heading this way anyway. Hopefully the Baron's around and we can drop
Oh, that's a very nice. What would you say that is? A dog?
It's a fox?
it. There you go.
Oh, I can see it. It looks like a fox.
Yes, it's took me 2 whole weeks. It's not easy.
Wow.
Oh, you should have made it out of iron. Huh?
That's more my sister's neck of the woods, working with metals.
Like iron.
All right.
foxes
Well,
don't-
let's take a look around, and I guess you could bring that too. Who's that for?
It's for the Baron. It's a gift to cheer him up since
Oh.
he's so tired.
Right. Right. Well, again, probably should speak to Shin. The Baron doesn't seem to be in the best of moods.
Is Shin the little feisty one?
Right.
Wouldn't mind speaking to her again.
She gives me the willies. That one.
I'm
She-
quite familiar with that myself.
Well, this very generous of her.
Well, she was saying some kind of words I didn't understand. Looked like she was rather mean at me. I don't know. She was pointing and she said a few things in a different language that I didn't know. I think it's that, kind of like leans in, the halfling talk.
Oh, right. Well, she may not necessarily have been saying something bad.
Well, she was pointing at me and she looked a little angry.
But she probably was saying something, but I'm sure she'll get over it.
I have tip for you. If someone says something you don't understand, you do big smile and you go, yes.
Well, that's what I did.
Oh, then it's fine.
It's perfect.
Well, she seems like she knows what she's doing, but, you know, she's a bit harsh.
Well, I think that's useful sometimes.
I mean, this is good and all, but flying thing with knife flew past and is probably a problem.
Right, we should keep an eye out for that.
Oh, by the way, pleasure to meet you. I'm Errol.
Hi, Errol. I'm Locke.
I am Mason. Hello.
Locke and Mason of the Iron Foxes. Hey, did you have anything to do with that void dragon thing that they said that they killed? Save the queen and all that?
No, we keep hearing about that, but
What is Void Dragon?
Oh, I don't know, but everyone says it's some kind of big deal. So, I mean, if it's a dragon, I'd assume that it's, you know, really big and scary with lots of teeth and things.
Oh, like wolf.
No. Like a big thing, like the size of this keep.
do you remember Urfi?
Big.
Right,
Mason.
no, Earth. Oh, she's a feisty one, isn't she?
She is.
You know,
Feisty.
right.
Feisty.
Listen, I've never done nothing with no dragonborn before, but let me tell you, I'd be happy to, kind of like looks at both of you. Anyway, so, she's, I wouldn't want to get on her bad side. What about her?
What about who?
Urfi. You were saying something about Urfi.
Right. Yeah, oh, it's Mason. She's sort of a dragon, so just imagine her, but much larger and with great big wings, and moves around on all fours rather than walks like us.
It sounds like good fight.
It would be, but I'm still not sure it really happened. It does sound a bit a void dragon and save the queen, and
I don't even know what a void is. But if
Oh,
it's
the
like a
void
dragon,
is, yeah.
I think it's nothing, which makes it confusing.
well, that
I
don't
think
make no
void is
sense.
name for the dark place.
What do you mean, like a nothing dragon? Well, why would I be scared of a nothing dragon?
But well,
Like
I'm
we
just-
call the Underdark the void. We humans.
right, sure. I tend to.
So it's a
Any-
dragon made of the Underdark?
I do not know. I have never heard of.
Well, you're
this
in the
void dragon.
guild and you don't even know.
I did not fight this void
Are
dragon.
you sure you're members of the guild? You don't have
we-
badges or nothing. I mean, I've seen you around here every now and again, but
I get the food. Yeah, we just killed all the hobgoblins.
We did kill the hobgoblins.
oh, I heard about that.
Yeah. I delivered a bag of ears, just so they knew.
The bag of ears.
Yes, I do not
Is that
know why
some
he did
sort
that
of
either.
is that some sort of tiefling delicacy?
No,
Wait,
it's,
you're a tiefling?
yes,
Like Praetor?
yes.
Oh,
Don't you see
Okay.
the horns on him?
well, I thought you just had horns. Lots of people have horns.
No. A lot of people don't have horns.
Well,
What kind of people are you looking at? That's...
3 of my friends, and I only have 4 of them have horns. So
No, listen, there's not that many people with horns. You got Dragonborn and you got Tieflings. That's it.
well, like I said, only 1 of my friends does not have horns, and myself. There is a large percentage of all my friends who have horns.
Well, there's not that. All right. Well, look. And he says, "We're Shin's room is up here. You want me to get her?"
Why don't we get her? We'll let you get back to your post so you don't get.
Oh,
Well,
you
she's
must look
already-
for flying thing too.
She's
Keep eyes
already-
out.
Yes, she's already angry at you. We don't want to give her any excuse to be more angry.
All right. Well, thanks for looking out for me. It's good to know that at least 2 fellas here have my back.
Absolutely. And if you're not doing anything later, you can always find me down at the Guild Longhouse if you want to maybe get a drink.
Oh, well, we don't really have a tavern or anything yet in town.
I'm sure we could find something. Someone has to have something smuggled away somewhere.
Right. Well,
You think there is money in tavern?
well, we don't have a
absolutely.
tavern, so there's probably no money in it. This
We should
guy is a
probably
little
start a
funny.
tavern. That'd be a
Yeah,
good
what
idea.
if we make a tavern? We could make a tavern and get money and then buy a house.
I think
Oh.
Errol would make a great tavern keeper. He
You're-
has such a likable personality.
You're rich then. You've got the money for that kind of a place.
No, we need the money to buy a house.
You don't have a house, but you
No,
want to
we
buy a
live in
tavern,
We live in Longhouse.
right?
So we get to the tavern and then we make the money and we buy a house.
But what about the... Right, I'm going to go back to my post.
Okay, we'll figure the details out at a later date. It was lovely to meet you, Errol. And
All right, don't be causing no funny business in here.
Have a nice day. Look out for flying thing with knife.
Right.
okay, shall we just go straight to the Baron, Mason?
I think it flew up here.
Oh yes, we should look for that.
Give me
as
another
well.
perception check, both of you. 13 from both of you. Yeah, you don't see it in your immediate vicinity. Shin's, by the way, Shin's room is probably just off of the main hall here. The room has a bit of sort of like candlelight bleeding out from it. You can see the light just kind of flickering.
Mm.
The door is
Perhaps we-
closed. You can see the light flickering underneath.
It does sound like the Baron is not in good spirits. Perhaps we should speak to Shin. At least about the little flying person.
Yes. Like it had knife. It does not sound good.
Okay. I give the door a knock.
Yes, come in.
Hello, we're from the Iron Foxes. I'm.
Yes,
Locke.
Locke and Mason.
Oh, you're.
May I
on the
help
ball.
you?
Feisty. She is feisty.
She's
well, there's-
she's sitting down, by the way, at a desk. You can see she's got like a stack of papers that she's writing on.
We can see you're busy, so we won't take up too much of your time. There's just 2 things. First of all, I brought a gift for the Baron. And secondly, there may be a small
Something sneaked in to the fort past the guards. A tiny person, but flying with knife.
We gotta just interrupt real quickly. We had a quick drawing from Void Smoker. Void Smoker is an avid watcher and artist of our streams here on Tablestory. He did an awesome picture of Mason.
Gotta bring that up. That's hilarious.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Void Smoker, this is amazing.
It's so beautiful.
I've got this thing to catch people with.
What is it? Is that a lamprey? Is that it? Yeah.
Oh,
Hilarious.
that kills me.
Hilarious. So
anglerfish.
yeah, so yeah, or an anglerfish, right?
Mason got those kissable lips, though.
So
DSLs.
Y'all know what I'm talking
Those
about.
eyes, look at them.
We don't want to take up your time, but there may be a.
Yes, it's a very nice fox. Yes, I can see it.
Yeah.
That's not as important as thing with knife sneaking into fort.
There may be a small
Excuse me.
creature with wings and a knife flying around.
Well, not creature. It looked like person. It just had wings.
Yes.
A person with wings.
Yes, a small.
Very small. Not like child, like this big. About this big, right?
About the size of your hand.
About size of... Well, my hand's fucking huge. So.
Moving fairly quickly. I didn't really get a good look, but Mason saw it.
The guard did not even see it.
Roll a persuasion check for me with advantage since Locke is trying to help you, Mason.
20.
Oh, okay.
Good job.
She says, where did it go?
I saw it fly through past guard and then up. You said it went up?
She
into
like
the key?
jumps up out of her chair and rushes off.
We need to check on the Baron.
And
Okay, I'll
follow.
she
Yeah,
rushes
follow
off.
right away.
Just drop the sled. Boom.
Give me.
It's a sled. You can't drop it. It's in its design. You slide it.
I was probably carrying it. I'm Mason. Okay. Just,
You have to move it up like a 1-inch ledge. Might as well pick it up 6 feet.
what is wrong? You do not lift?
Mason is of the work harder, not smarter skill.
It's the Jeremy Clarkson way of thinking. Power. You rush after Shin, who charges for the Grand Hall, and you can see her like rush in. She says, "Baron Volpan, Baron Volpan!" And as you guys walk in, you can see this little light fluttering around Baron Volpan. He's sat at a table. You can see he's like probably eating some breakfast or something. There's like some eggs and sausage or something on a plate. And it's still like cold in here. There's still like open parts of this place. There are two carpenters here that are like working on some things that are seemingly unaware of what's going on. But Baron Volpan is like sitting down and eating, and he's kind of like sit back in his chair. He looks rather calm, and there's this kind of like little fluttering light moving around. And he sort of like holds a hand up towards you guys and Shin, and he says, everything's fine. Everything's fine. We have a guest.
What do you mean we have a guest?
Well, we have a potential new addition to the village.
What do you mean?
Hello.
And you hear this like little like little tiny squeaky noise.
I smile and nod. Yes.
Baron Volpan, what is going on?
You can come over here. This is do you want to introduce yourself? It's fine. You can just tell them. She's my Chamberlain, and these two.
Hello, I am Mason.
Lock. Iron Foxes.
Right. Trainees?
Yes.
Yes.
These are trainees for the Iron Foxes. They're the guild that I used to run. They're from the guild. They're here in town. Like super fast chattering. It's fine. No, you can still do it. We need all the help we can get. Just introduce yourself. And she like stops fluttering around and sits on the deck. She sits on the table like she's standing up. And now that she's kind of like stopped moving about, you can kind of get like a closer look. And you can see that she's all bound up in some like It looks like they're kind of like leather strips that you'd use for like the handle on a sword or, you know, those kinds of things. She's all bound up in these, and she's got them like wrapped around her shoulders. She's got them all wrapped around her, like almost like pants and like a leather shirt. She's all bound up in this stuff. And you can see like she's just got like her shoulders wrapped, and her like midriff is showing, and she's got like a blue tinge to her. And Baron Vulpan says, you said your name was Spicy? And she says, yes. This is Spicy Sapphire.
Hello, Spicy Sapphire.
Hello.
Hey, Mason. Hello.
She pulls the butter knife out, which looks to be about the size of like a Buster sword in comparison to her size. And she like kind of spins it around, and she like slams it down on the table next to her.
I summon Morikanda in response. Give her a
I
twirl.
get out my anchor and I spin around. Smash it. I do not do that.
And
Oh, it's very good.
Baron Vulpan, by the way, guys, this is an NPC. I don't know who the creator was, because for some stupid reason, Jay, myself, and Brad somehow forgot to put an entry on the NPC creation forms to put your Twitch username so we'd actually know who you were. But this is an NPC created from the Patreon. Spicy Sapphire. She is a pixie barbarian.
Oh, okay.
So she's
What now?
Oh, my character's ruined now. I want that.
Guys, I think we got an
Barbarian.
extra guard in the city.
she says
Oh my god.
she says that I was sent by the queen. And she's got her back turned to Baron Vulpan, and he's just shrugging his shoulders. So you come from the Snow Queen? Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
No
okay.
queen?
Recently the Iron Foxes, you've all heard of the Void Dragon incident, yes?
Is that actually true? I thought it was just.
Oh no, it's true.
What is a void dragon?
I don't think it's really the time to get into
Okay.
that. But we met with the Snow Queen. She's a very powerful she's I don't want to use the term fairy. No, that would be wrong. She's
Fairy.
yeah, she's a she queen.
Oh, a queen. Okay.
I'm
Queen of Snow.
familiar with powerful queens.
Yes. So, you were sent by the Snow Queen. Yes. She said that you needed all the help you could get.
Well,
We do?
that's not exactly false, but Baron Vulpan, what is she doing here? I'm here to help, and I will guard Baron Vulpan.
Oh, your personal bodyguard, Baron.
That's what she says.
She
Oh,
look
she's-
like
Do
she
you
can
doubt my
fight.
prowess?
Absolutely not.
She spins the butter knife again, slams it back down on the table. The eggs and sausage like jump like on the table.
Size doesn't really mean much. Look at the tiny child who set everything on fire.
Yes, we don't doubt you. Baron, we actually brought a gift for you. That's most of why we're here, and we just happened to see,
Oh, I left it downstairs.
Spicy just in passing. Would you like your gift?
What?
I
What
brought you
kind
a
of
gift.
gift?
I will
think
go
it's better.
get it.
You get it.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was just trying to have breakfast in peace before I got bombarded by all of the normal village stuff.
Yes, Baron Volpan. As I mentioned earlier,
Shin, can't you see that we have guests? We obviously need to talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about significantly later in the day after we have had a conversation with these guests.
Baron Volpan, surely you understand the need. We have much to worry about. As I mentioned before, the village stores
Can wait until later. Still haven't finished my breakfast. I have a pixie barbarian standing on top of my table, and I have 2 guests that have brought me a gift.
Being
I
a
come in with the thing. Oh, it's not from me. I help carry. Boom.
thought it was fitting.
Oh,
It's a dog thing.
a cat looks great.
Must be delighting in here.
No, it's fox.
A fox is even better. That makes so much more sense.
I figured it's a test run to perhaps maybe we could get some. Instead of gargoyles, we could get some foxes just to make the place look properly,
Gargles?
you know, castle-like and such.
Sure. I mean, Shin is in charge of all that stuff. I mean, I don't really. I mean,
You're in charge, the Baron. Must be very hard work. Very stressful.
Uh-huh.
Need to unwind sometimes, relax.
Yes. Yes. And eat breakfast.
Absolutely. Well, we'll get out of your hair, but you know where to find me if you need anything.
And Spicy will be here to personally guard me.
Yes, I
Well,
will not slacken my duties.
yeah, well, if you ever need help, Spicy, you know where to find us. Just down by the longhouse.
What is a longhouse?
It's like a normal house, but longer.
And there's no privacy.
What is privacy?
When you are alone.
I think the Baron will be asking that question a lot. We'll leave you be to your breakfast, Baron Volpan, and I'll hope we meet again soon.
You have done well to bring the Baron a gift upon visiting him. I
I
will
know, ma'am.
inspect your gift.
She starts to,
Okay.
she flies up off the table, like flies over to the fox, starts spinning like all around it.
I don't see any weapons.
That's good. That's good, Spicy. I don't think they hit a weapon in the stone fox. But good. Thank you for checking.
Should I test your food?
Flies over. Nope. Nope. It's fine. It's fine. I watched them make it. It's fine. You don't have to do that.
Just before we leave, Baron, is there anything you need? Anything you need doing, or
Any jobs for the mummies?
I mean, if you guys have, any questions or anything, Shin has set up a bounty board. If you guys want to take a look, various jobs and things that need to be done around the village. Otherwise, speak to Shin or to Dan. Basically, what I'm getting at is try to avoid coming to me for anything ever.
Oh,
Okay.
he only come because of Tiny Assassin, who is not actually assassin.
Well, thank you. But I stand by my statement.
Okay.
Bounty
Well,
board. There is things to kill. Come on, look.
we'll see you later.
Baron Volpan, it has now been 2 hours since I have awoken you. Don't you think that it's time?
And he said, Shin, they had some questions about the bounty board. He starts to get up, and he says, Spicy, why don't you help Shin and the rest of them, just to help them out?
Very well.
And she starts to, like, fly, and she's, like, pushing Shin on the back, like, trying to shove her out. She's, like, kicking her little legs behind her. We just see, like, the wings, like, fluttering. Baron Volpan, it really won't take long, and it is extremely important that we consider all of the factors about what's going on in the village. Baron Volpan... We just get this, like, camera shot of, like, him closing the door behind. And then there's, like, a patch of snow that just, like, falls off of, like, one of the open sections of the roof, and he just, like, looks up. He sighs. And that's going to be it for the session today.
Sorry, rest of the crack cast.
As far as the village bounty board, I'm going to leave you guys with a few things as to what's going on with that, so you can make a decision for next week. So,
Playing with his DM screen.
there is a...
That's where he hides the pain.
Yeah, Shin has presented you guys with a few things. You can see that there are there's some options for you guys to have. There's something titled Investors Wanted. There's something called Skilled Professionals Wanted. There is a something that says Scouting for Hobgoblins. There's something that says Deeper into the Mines. And there's something that says Giant Trouble.
Easy choice. Giant
What do you think of this?
Of what? Oh, no, we're not.
Giant trouble. I am trouble. I am giant.
It might be actual giants.
Do I get stonemason points, BTW?
Oh, yeah. So you did not sell Baron Volpan your gift. You gave it to him. Yeah, your stonemason points, you will get 9 stonemason points for
Did
this
we
week.
get more than as well for herbalism and stuff?
No?
Yeah, what gave you them?
I gave you them already. I just didn't give him his.
Yeah.
I
He
thought
was-
mine were from like the first time I went herb picking when I got lost.
You went today. I gave you some from last time. This
You're
was
fine, Mac.
this was
You're
2. This was your second round. That's it.
Yeah, but I only got 8 points. Or is it always the same number?
But I gave you some this time, today.
Oh, when? I didn't hear anything about them.
Did
You
we
can check
skip
the
you?
VOD later.
We didn't skip you, right?
No, you gave me the herbs, but I don't remember that you said that I got more points. That's what I was asking.
People are saying I'm not sure you did. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I think
I
you should
I
get-
don't even remember
Quite
you did it
remember.
with everyone else.
I didn't get points, but I did only get 2 rabbits, so I assumed I did.
Oh, as far as the points go, you would have gotten 2 points, Peachy. Let's see. How many points do you have right now, Mac?
8 from last time.
Okay, so you didn't add any from this time. Maybe I
None
did.
of us got
Um, everybody did except you and Peachy. Let's see. So, what did you roll?
I rolled a 16.
No, you didn't.
Did I not?
I think we skipped you.
No, I rolled a 15. 10:56. Yeah, well, that's my time. Oh, no, wait, this is the other day. 16. I rolled 16, 9:22. Right after Katie's 15.
Hold on.
Am I losing my mind?
No,
This all
you did. You
happened,
did. You
right?
did. You're good. I found you. Okay, yeah, you got the mostly average stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
so you got 6 points.
I'm just like writing them down. I don't know when they're actually.
6 points. Sorry, my bad. Okay, yeah. So you guys have picked up those quests. I will let you think about where you want to head for next week. But that's going to be it for the show today. Why don't we go around the room and let's do some shout-outs and stuff.
So do we also hear next week which villagers joined?
Oh, my bad. I totally forgot to do the villagers. We took a long time to do everything today. Sorry. It just took
That's
forever.
Partially my bad.
No.
Did a lot of
I liked it.
Well, you weren't here last week, so it's fine.
or the week before.
Yeah,
Ooh. Only 8 new villagers this week. Oof.
It's cold.
It's
cold
cold.
outside.
Oh, not all the way over there. It's too cold.
Oh, whoa, out of 50. Wow.
I'll catch a cold.
What's
Not
over
cold.
there
What
in
are you
Foxden?
crazy?
Not a lot over there in Foxden.
Oh, look at you. All bundled up off the Foxden.
Okay.
A bleacher. I can get my hair done.
It's not that kind of. It's not that kind of a bleacher. It's more like a launder.
Oh.
It's actually a really big set of benches to sit on and watch sports.
Yeah. Another.
Damn.
So bleacher, an herbalist, a woodcutter, another armor smith, a laborer, a tailor, a weaver, and a woodcutter.
Oh, thank God there wasn't a cobbler.
Yeah, it's really
But no scholars.
No
The
scholars.
prices will be really good though for shoes.
gatherers.
Foxden is gonna be dumb as a fucking bag of rocks. I'm telling you.
Dumb and hungry.
Dumb and hungry.
And dead because we
Hey, listen, armor smiths are good. You should be very happy you're getting them. Okay. So, let's go around the room. Let's do some shout-outs. Zagonicus, why don't you start us off?
Hey there, everybody, and welcome to ASMR Outros. I'm Zagonicus. I played Locke for you today. I hope that you enjoyed today's show. If you did, make sure you follow here on Tablestory so you don't miss any of the awesome role-playing action that goes on here, like our Judge Dredd show, which is tomorrow, that I'm on, along with Brad Woto, Jay Brotato, Katie Peters Plays, and Tashnar. It's awesome. I play a chimp over there. It's great. And if you want to come follow me, twitch.tv/Zgodicus, I'm thinking I'm going to play, maybe visit Diablo 2 for a little visit, just to...
Are you doing it on mobile?
Yeah, just because Diablo's a hot topic right now, and I was like, Diablo 2. It's been like a long time since I even looked at the game, so maybe I'll fire that up and we'll play that next week on stream. So maybe I'll see you guys there for that. And as always, thank you.
Do you even phone, bro? Peachy.
I actually play mobile games. It's Activision. It'll be microtransactions up the arse and it'll be terrible. But follow me for really optimistic views on everything on twitch.tv/PeachyPixelate. Also, I have merch.
Not even wearing his shirt.
That's because Vandy was recently wearing my shirt and I didn't want to show her up because she looked amazing in my shirt.
It's very comfortable, actually.
Comfortable.
And it looks good.
Affordable. Great styling. Merch.com/merch.
Is that a real website?
No, I got that. I didn't think I'd get it, but I got that website.
Thank you, Peachy. Vandy.
Hi, my name is Vandy. Merch.com/merch is not a real website. So if you do want to claim it and put your own merch on it before Peachy does, now would be the time. But I played Lucky for You.
3 minutes.
I played Lucky for You, the human cleric, and you can find me at /OMGVandy or twitter.com/OMGVandy. I have been very tired since coming back from TwitchCon and trying to do a lot of stuff, so I wasn't even able to stream yesterday, but I'm around on the internet doing things with WYK and with a lot of role-playing stuff. So yeah, so that's it.
Thank you. Mac.
Hi, I am Aquatus and I played Ophelia for you today. I have lots of time this week, so I'll be streaming. I got a week off. I'll be playing Just Dance 2019 tomorrow, so that's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Can be good. So
And
yeah.
I made some fresh apple pie, so that's even better.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, you made apple pie?
You didn't bring any to share?
To TwitchCon, really?
I mean,
Oh.
There you go. You even did the lattice crust.
Man.
Oh, man.
Is it a lattice or did you cut out squares?
I don't know, I make like little rows and then
Okay.
put them on.
She makes the real lattice. It's a real thing, man.
Hey, listen.
It's a real Dutch apple pie, not from a Dutch oven, to be
Too legit.
You want
Dang,
to see the
girl.
process? I make Instagram stories now of how I make stuff. People are interested, you know, see the deal, how it's done.
Awesome.
So follow Mac on Instagram to torture yourself with how
With
good
food. Thank you, Mac. Katie?
Oh, hey there! My name's Classy Katie, and I play the Tiefling Prada. It's a little crazy. I stream over on twitch.tv/ClassyKatie, Monday through Friday. I do whatever the fuck I want to do whenever the fuck I want to do it. It's a whole lot of MMOs. You should come by. Family-friendly material, though. So bring the kids. Earmuff them. So they can just solidify that experience to themselves.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hashtag hot blue.
Maybe. Okay, you know what?
Listen, you just need to embrace the meme, okay? Just embrace the meme.
It hurts me. It hurts me.
It's beautiful.
I even dyed my hair, man. Like, I've embraced it enough.
Thank you, Katie. I'm Wacksteven, and I have been your DM of Doom for this session. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. Much appreciated. Chat, we love you. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the awesome, just the fan art and fan fiction and hanging out with us in general. We appreciate it. Thanks, Void Smoker, for making that badass fan art.
Hell yeah, Void Smoker.
Much appreciated. As always, we love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And if you have not done so, please follow all these wonderful people. They totally deserve it. Follows are free. And if you have yourself a Twitch Prime and you have not used that yet, or if you have yourself an Amazon Prime, you can link up Twitch to that and get yourself a free sub to a channel. Take advantage of it. Use it. Get some emotes. Do the stuff and the things. Use it on one of these wonderful people. Go ahead and do it. Do the thing. If you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is to go on over to the Patreon. We've got a ton of different loot and stuff that you can get from the Patreon. Lots of DM stuff, lots of character sheets, and all kinds of cool things on there. We've recently hit our first goal on the Patreon. I'm going to put up a second goal soon, which should be pretty funny. So yeah, it'll be probably be pretty damn funny. So you should check that out when it happens. And hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow for Sector 49 at 4 p.m. Eastern. Peace out. Good night. And thank you to Katie. Thank you, Mac. Thank you, Vandy. Thank you, Peachy. And thank you, Zagonicus, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Peace out. You have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Later.